Oh, we're live.
We are live.
Yes, we are. Well, kind of alive. I don't know how live I am, but
Like live, but yeah. Oh,
hey, guess who's first? AZ
AZ back in the saddle.
back in the saddle again.
Yeah, he was
hey, there you go. Thanks, AZ.
I'm learning how to choose the right audio apps for you. Which one do you want to use to listen to this?
what the heck?
Hey,
the heck?
Dominic.
Good
Oh.
evening.
Hey Dom.
Yeah.
I just got to paste that up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to go down, pin the message. Then I've got to go down and turn off the damn emojis.
Yay.
Well, I had a funny thing happen to me this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't put the sign up. They were still doing pictures. The agent said, she said, can you go get a coffee or something? Just, give us a few more minutes. Yeah. So I went down I was in Port Stanley, the beach. Anyway, there's a parking area there, and there's an ice cream shop right there, but, it's closed this time of year. So, anyways, I'm sitting there and I'm watching people taking stuff out of the building into a car. And, anyways, this lady comes over. Would you like a couple ice cream bars?
Ooh.
Yeah, sure. Why not? She said, yeah, we're just closing it all out. They've been fighting with the county because I guess they leased the building or rented or whatever. They're having so much problem with it. They're going to bulldoze it down and make it a parking lot.
Yay.
Of
It's worth
course.
more money as a parking lot that it does for a building for a small business to go in there and operate, right?
That's crazy.
And it's right on the beach, right? But see, down Port Stanley, you have to pay to park down there, no matter where you go. If you go to the beach or whatever, you have to pay to.
Wow. Ed Hassick, how you doing, buddy?
Ed. How's
Hey, Ed.
everybody?
Yeah.
Hey, Justin.
Hey Justin.
Hey, Justin.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Just got back from the doctor's a little while ago.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Oh, good. Just doing my
Your volume's a little low.
Yeah.
just doing my weekly checkup with him. There, is that better?
That's better. So you did your weekly checkup and everything was cool?
Yeah, everything's fine, so everything came out good.
Good.
What's up, John?
Tim Jackson's got the
Yeah,
eyeballs
that's
going.
Tim,
Yeah.
David, Edward.
Hi, John.
Now,
Hey.
I want you to explain this one to the insurance company.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Good.
That plane crashed into a car on a runway. What the hell's going on? Or is that a street?
It went out the end of the runway
Oh.
onto the road. The car was coming by. Hey, explain that one to the insurance company. Oh, driving my car and an airplane hit me.
Pilot error.
No, apparently it had engine failure or something. I forget. But I haven't watched the video yet. But
Joe.
what's that coming down, Paul?
Well, it's a
Up
tug
there.
of the barge.
David, John,
What I
Jeff,
can't tell, the
Hey Justin.
barge looks pretty good shape.
What's up, David?
Is it going to be converted? Because he's going all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
Probably going to be converted into a pusher.
'Cause that tugboat has got the tower way up top for pushing.
Yeah, that's just a regular tug.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's got a higher thing.
yeah, but if you look at it, he's not higher than all the rest of that crap on deck.
Yeah. It looked like they cut out part of the ship and made a barge out of it.
That's what I'm wondering. We'll know when it goes by. We'll be able to see the stern.
What do you want, shithead?
Well, I just thought I'd invite you here. I didn't know what to.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you're talking to Vader, not me.
Yes, I know.
Justin, you had a pretty good lively conversation going there last night.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good.
What are you doing? Huh? Are you my buddy? Are you my buddy? Oh, you're my buddy. You're my buddy. You're come here. Yeah.
Gracie doing all right today?
Yeah, oh yeah, like shit, 10, 15 minutes after it happened, Paul, she was back to her normal self again. She just, yeah.
I feel bad because Gracie,
Yeah.
Gracie's a wonderful pupper dog, and for her to have seizures, just all of a sudden hit her.
Ba-ding. Oh, just went ba-ding. With my phone.
That was
Hey,
my
Captain
phone.
Joe, how you doing?
Hey,
Now,
Captain Joe.
Tim Jackson says, Justin, man, that app shows how shallow women can be, and that's hence the reason I'm staying the F single. F dating.
I'll
Did
just
it
keep
on the
trying,
quick chat?
Tim. Yeah, he
Which
got
app was
on
that?
plenty of, or was it Plenty of Fish? I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. I looked at that. It is a
I think
disgrace.
that was the one that he was. Oh, Tim, I sent you a message.
Jonathan Jackson.
Messenger just now.
Yeah, check your messages, Tim.
Jonathan Jackson, what's good with you too? We're here and we've been waiting for you.
Yeah,
What's up,
family.
Jonathan?
Yep.
Hey, Jonathan. Tim.
hey, Jonathan.
No, that wasn't me that was doing. That was Mars that was having them.
Oh, was it
no.
Mars did it?
Yeah, Mars had him download the app and got him to pay for it and everything.
Oh, he had to pay for it?
Yeah, you have to pay like $20 monthly fee or whatever it is to use it.
That's funny.
Huh, that's weird. It's got clean Everglades on the side of that ship. Or tug or whatever.
The dating apps were before, or those really got popular after I
They-
got married.
Hey, you
I
watch that
never
just
used
for
them.
that, Paul.
The name of the tug is Cal USA Coast.
Yeah, but that's a brand new ship. Or tug, or not tug, barge.
Yeah.
That's brand new. Like, look at all the chains of the hooks and freaking everything else. Everything's brand new in there. Just painted. Look like they just made that.
Could be.
Kind of curious on something. You're seeing find out. Okay, let's go to
Man Tech is on that right there. That sign says Man Tech.
Just keep trying it out for the month. I mean, you already paid for it, Tim.
Yeah, you paid for it.
At least use it for the
Okay.
month and see if you get any hits. You'll find
JDS.
somebody on there, dude. There's plenty of people that use those.
Marker's coming too.
Yeah,
Like I
I wouldn't
said-
mind one of those, AZ.
Like I said, dating apps, I mean, they were around when I was before I got married, but they didn't really get popularized till after I got married, so I never really used them. I never had a reason. So I know a lot of people that have used them though, like Tinder and all that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yep.
That tug heading to
Good point,
Jackson.
Brady.
That
Good
tugboat. It's heading to Jacksonville, Florida. It wouldn't be going down the, somebody said, oh, it must be going through the Mississippi. No, I'd be going Mississippi, going the other way, dummy. That's a brand new, whatever it is. Oh, so I want to, I got to solder something, yeah.
Solder.
Yeah, you know that, JDS. You've gotten timed out by Sarah like 1,000 times. Oh, you talking about?
Yeah.
Sarah just times them out for the hell of it. JDS asked how you were doing, Dave.
JDS in there already? Holy mackerel.
Oh, good. Hey, John, how are you? Doing good, JDS. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, that baby looks brand new, Paul, doesn't it?
It's heading all the way to Jacksonville, Florida, Paul.
Okay. Yeah, and it's got a tug in the front and tug in the back, but it doesn't have. Oh, it does have a notch out. I think
Hmm.
we'll be able to see it when it gets by a little bit.
I like how Paul
Looks like there's a notch in the stern.
I like how
Oh, see
Paul
it?
looked like that, like it was a window he was
See it?
looking at.
See the notch in the stern, Paul?
No, I must be behind you. Hang on. Mine must be a few frames ahead of you or something. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I was behind it a bit. Okay.
You'll see the notch in the stern.
Yeah.
Not a big notch, but it's enough notch for like a seagoing tug to.
Yeah.
TJ, how's it going, man?
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, DJ.
I couldn't figure out what Mia was bugging me the hell for. She
Huh?
wants her pills. It's a good thing she reminds me.
Well, you're not doing your job, right?
Oh, I know it. Comes with being an old fucker. Okay, as it goes around here, you'll be able to see the notch in the stern.
Yeah. Well, that's a long ways to go. Want to get a switch tugs? Because the Manitou usually don't go that far, so.
Well, if the pay's good, I would imagine they'll get a bigger seagoing tugs when they get up to the Atlantic.
Yeah.
See the notch in it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But the one leading
Yeah.
is I think that's a tug from down there.
No. Okay, cool. Let's go. Okay, cool. No, it's not. At least it goes.
Well, that's probably a multi-million-dollar rig there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Come out of Sturgeon Bay.
I was thinking maybe 1,000, 1,500 bucks.
Hmm.
For that barge? Yeah,
He'll give you 50
Of
bucks for it.
Of course, that thing's multi-million. Something like that probably costs a minimum 5.
Jacksonville,
10 million.
Florida, Paul.
Easy.
Yeah. Jacksonville it is.
Clean Everglades.
I mean, look
They
how
must
much.
have just built that, eh? Want to get it through the locks before everything freezes, closed for the winter.
Closes down, yep.
I
There
mean, look
must be
how,
something to do with the Everglades. It's just clean Everglades. Wonder what that ship will do.
Don't
look how
know.
much it costs to build a damn Navy destroyer. You're looking at like $8 billion.
Oh, yeah.
The hell you think that thing's gonna cost? At least a couple $100 million, probably.
Probably close to three, depending upon the equipment on board, probably 30 million, 300 million.
Probably wouldn't surprise me.
Because it's, what are big Navy ships are like billions of dollars.
Oh yeah, the new Gerald R. Ford, that was 13 billion for that.
Mm,
That thing in there, that barge, has got capacity to bunker 5,500 cubic meters of LNG. It's got 4 IMO Type C tanks capable of storing 1,375 meters of just gas, eh?
So
it's what
it's a gas, it's a gas.
like LNG is what, propane? Is
Yeah.
it?
Yep,
Yeah.
liquid propane.
Yeah.
yep, I'd agree with
Well,
that, John.
guys, I'm gonna go down and wait for the mail.
All right.
Well, go down and hopefully it'll be a female.
Well, it's medicine supposed to be coming in the mail today, so
Okay, all
All
right.
right.
I better go down and see if it gets there. I'll talk to y'all later. Everybody have a
Okay,
good
Dave.
day.
Hey, thanks for
Good
stopping in,
night.
buddy.
Yeah, we'll see y'all.
You have to go, I think, next week to get x-rays on my back.
Yeah, got that.
Is it just a
Oh,
normal situation or did you screw your back up at some point?
No, I just the last couple of years, if I'm working a lot, like if I'm out walking a lot, like my back gets really tight, and it feels like there's a couple hundred pounds like pressing down on it,
Mhm.
and it's my lower back. And she said there's a slight curvature in it, and she was feeling back there, and she said the muscles and stuff are super tight back there. So she wants to take X-rays, and then I get to go in for massage therapy. And everybody, a couple people were. She had a resident, and then Sarah was in the room, and I guess they've had it done before, and they were like, "Oh, it's so good! It feels so good," because they do this like massage therapy on your back to loosen everything up. Plus, she wants to make sure that like I don't have any discs or anything being
Yeah.
pressed down on or nerves or something.
They want to look and see if there needs to be, in addition, some surgical.
Well, because I told her a couple years ago I had my back looked at by this doctor at urgent care, and he took X-rays of my back. He said he couldn't find nothing wrong with it, and I was like, bro, the pain I'm having, there's something wrong with my back. He was like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. So he just started writing me prescriptions for Tramadol for a 3-month prescription for it. And so
I get that puppy.
when I went in there again, when I went back to the doctors after those prescriptions were up, I go in there and they were like, yeah, we fired that doctor because he was super incompetent and he was just writing prescriptions for everybody.
Wow.
And so I never had my back looked at again after that. So I figured, this is a good time to get it looked at. And so she's going to have MRIs done. Or not MRI, I was reading Gitchy's damn comment. She's going to have some x-rays done on my back.
I've done the MRI.
But they had to do an MRI on mine, so.
Well, Andrew, they actually do. So my doctor, they
Hey,
do
Gitchy.
a form of massage therapy mixed with chiropractor and a couple other things.
Itchy says you need an MRI.
I don't know. I'm just doing what the doctor's doing. She just
The
x-rays.
cracker packer is what Andrew says, a good chiropractor.
Well, like I said, it's a mixture of massage therapy, like a physical therapy, and then they also do some chiropractic stuff to your back. So I'll wait. I won't know nothing until next week's. I actually don't even know when my appointment is for my x-ray because Sarah.
Hello, Gitchy.
I go in there and they don't tell me nothing because Sarah works there, so they just tell Sarah everything. They go through Sarah for everything.
Well, that's because in their minds, Sarah's large and in charge. You just do as she tells you to do.
Exactly.
Because Sarah works in the medical field, so
Well, and she's really good.
they've learned to go right by you and just go to Sarah.
Well, she's
Andrew.
real good friends with the doctor that's my main primary doctor. So
Yeah. Andrew. Andrew Gitchy, Jonathan.
I do too, Andrew, because it's been bothering me for a couple of years now. I just kind of just dealt with it, but I figured, might as well get it taken care of. So get it looked at. Yeah. You know,
Elevator. Yeah, cool. Didn't take much. Okay.
No, Andrew, actually, I'm not sure which one of the doctors there is Sarah's doctor. She might be the Sarah's doctor too, but see, I'm lucky. So she's actually, so this doctor's office I go to, it's a bunch of residents that are coming out fresh out of college.
Yeah.
They have 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year residents. And then once they finish their third year, then they're a full-fledged doctor. But I have the head doctor that's over the residents. She took my case just for Sarah. So she doesn't, because she was willing to take my case so I don't have to see the residents that are still learning. She said, I'll take your case since you're with Sarah. So I get the really good doctor in the clinic.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're partnered with Florida. Is it Florida State, I think? One of the universities in Florida.
Paul, looks like we're gonna get rain all day Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll go that far, Edward.
There's a big front coming through.
But I'm still far from ever knowing that, so I don't know. She thinks it's just a problem with my muscles being too tight, and it's pulling down on my back.
Yeah.
At least that's what I got from what she told me.
They're
Yeah.
calling for a few snowflakes on Sunday at Detroit.
Oh,
As doctors talk to you, and you don't really understand half of what they're telling you. It's just wah 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 wah. You're like, yep, okay.
Sounds like Charlie Brown.
Well, I mean, they try to dumb it down for you, but I mean, you're just not in that field, so you're not going to really understand every little thing they're telling you.
Hmm.
That's just part of it. You kind of have to trust your doctor to a certain extent. But I trust her. She's really good. So
that's the line.
Well, see, that's what I told her to get you, was that the other doctor just didn't seem like he knew what she was I told her that he didn't seem like he knew what he was doing. So she's going to really dive into it and see what she can figure out.
Okay, there. Bend over.
Yeah. No, I don't know, Paul. If you've seen my doctor, you probably would. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Move over and bend over.
Well, see, and that's the thing, Edward, is this so because they've gotten so strict on like opioids and different things in Florida,
Yeah.
doctors have really gone to this they really push physical therapy and different treatments like that. They don't like to prescribe like my doctor, she straight up said, she goes, I don't prescribe any kind of opioids at all. Which I'm fine with. I mean, there's a way to figure out how to fix my back without having to go through any of that. I'm fine with that. So
Mm.
I'm not
Sarah's
talking
commenting.
bad about her. They made a comment. I'm just saying, like, she's not ugly, so I wouldn't. See, now you got me in trouble, Hodges.
Well, no, you told the truth.
Andrew goes, what are you building up? No, I'm putting a speaker back together.
Okay.
No, I'm and for some reason the board was only putting out on one side, not both. So what I did is I tied the speakers together and it works fine now. So I just putting it all back together. I just soldered a couple of wires to keep them together. So I want to, because I keep using the TV for the sound, and this is a powered speaker, so.
Oh, I saw a guy break a JBL speaker apart, like one of the big ones, like Mars has, those big $200 Bluetooth speakers. This guy bought it and it didn't work, and he just gave it to this dude for like $5. So he breaks it apart. Turns out they never even soldered the wires to the speaker in the factory. That was the only thing wrong with it. He popped it open and his wires were still
Cancel
like,
area.
the wires were sitting in there, but they had never soldered them to the speaker.
Okay.
He does a
Be right
quick
back,
solder.
guys.
And
Okay.
done, dude. Damn speaker started working.
Well, my aerial just got canceled for tomorrow,
Oh no.
but it's still going to go on, but just don't know what day.
Postponed.
Well, good thing I was busy today, huh? Okay. Okay, let's see. This thing still works now. Now I took it apart. Oh, got a blue light. Okay, I got to change the speaker system on it. Where's my settings? Sound. And I'm going to go to speaker. Hey, I think it works. Somebody say something, will you?
Your soldering sucks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is it working out of both sides though?
Yep, yeah, it's working both sides. Yeah, yep. Go.
Testing 1, 2, testing.
Yep.
Testing 1, 2.
Testing.
God, I'm good.
Testing.
Now we just got to hook it up. Not where I want to put it, but I don't want the wires running down the front here. And I have to have, where's my power bar? Back in there. So, yeah. Hey,
I like that little Bluetooth speaker that I think it was Bluetooth, the one that Joe got when he bought his new computer.
yeah.
He got a really cool looking one. It was, had RGBs and everything on it.
Well, I got a big speaker right there, a great big huge one off my stereo downstairs, but it's not powered, so you can't get volume out of it. You can hear it, but you can't get no volume. So what I'm gonna do is put that down in front of the TV so the sound comes here instead of from over here.
Yeah, I want to get one good, decent, like Bluetooth speaker, like a JBL or something that I can get rid of all these speakers on my desk.
Yeah.
Eliminate some more wires. Trying to eliminate as many cables as possible. Or unless I can end up at some point and get a gaming monitor that has built-in speakers.
See, the power cord's a problem. Cord's too short. I don't know if I can connect it to. Yeah, I should be able to connect it to that one there. Okay. I might not answer or hear you for a minute. Game stuff around here. I'll put that there. So,
Okay, the one you bought is wired.
I
I just like the look of it. It was pretty cool looking.
Okay, back here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, now I just gotta reach this around.
No, I'm not gonna have any extra money for that, Andrew, because all my extra money is going for kids' Christmas. So, I mean, I guess I could find something for them on the 17th,
Hey, I think I'm good now.
but not for myself though.
Okay, I should be good to go.
Good to hear.
Huh?
It's good. Good
Yeah.
news then.
Okay. There's too much junk on my table here. Too much garbage here. What the problem is. Okay.
Damn it. What's your plans for the day, Dominic? Like you're chilling in your car.
Tuesday it's grumpy, and then I gotta deal with a couple of personal things after that.
Hey, bro, but having a pillow in your back seat ain't helping your case when Matt's trying to say you living in the park.
That's the same one I used. I just haven't been able to take it out of the car.
Oh,
Can't
the
be
one you
bothered.
guys did that video?
Yeah, did that skit with, yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Where the hell did Paul go?
Just said he'd be right back.
Who knows?
Hmm.
Oh.
You got that right, Joe.
Yep, I know the feeling.
Did fucking poor Jason ever figure out his damn prism? He seems like he's having a
He
hell of
was
a time with
well, he
that.
was still going when this started. He seemed to have got something working.
And I hated the prism app. But see, I was using it when it like 3 years ago, and it was kind of not, they still had like a lot of bugs with it. And I tried to use
Still a
it.
little clunky.
I fucking hated it, dude. I tried it for about 2-3 weeks, and there was always this connection issue or something, or wouldn't connect to this. Finally, I got frustrated. I just stopped using it.
Hmm. I used it about 6 months ago.
Well, a lot of people do use it. Like I know Chris Hope uses it a lot.
Mhm.
I think Dennis uses it quite a bit.
Dennis, I think Rodney Bell also uses it.
Oh, my. Ugh.
One more room. Lord. Okay.
Hi, Boo. Gonna go side? Okay, come on, go outside.
Well, at least I got some sleep last night.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it wasn't the cough is like starting to
Bye.
fade off. I haven't been coughing too much today, so
Go to, where do I want to go? Someplace in here. Okay. Get a program here for sound. Unbound. License that's unbound. Gaming decoder. No, I don't want that. Whining. Get a dog here whining someplace. Here we are. That does configure sound surround. No. Okay.
Yeah, the marker is getting ready to come down, Paul. The
Like audio console. That's what I want for now, anyways. Okay, cool.
It's almost lighting up down there. I should have been
I
down
got
there.
no
with
sound
that
here.
section.
Oh, let's scoot something up. Okay, hang on.
Oh, man.
Here.
Interesting point, Richie.
Yeah, okay. Main volume, government. Amplify level, extreme, powerful, performance. I don't know what the hell that is.
Hi, Mark.
Speaker configuration, microphone, device, advanced settings. Vector, analog, line and center, subwoofer, speaker, headset, headphone, mic in, part band.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet here tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit quiet. I told my eye just okay. I'm just trying to go to studio off direct settings. Where's the no, that's not what I was looking for. Wait, keep it right.
You know, because they got such good cameras, I can't tell if the light is light or if it's just the camera is picking up the light.
Yeah.
Because I
Uh-huh.
mean, look at the little lights down there on the walkway. They're pretty bright.
Back, I had to take a phone call.
Yeah.
What's up, Mark?
Okay. I think we got it now, what I want, hopefully.
What are you doing? Soldering some of your stuff or what?
No, I'm just setting up my speaker so it sounds better, like how it affects like music, movie, gaming, communication.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, smart volume, voice clarity, noise reduction. Okay, I just get
I
trouble.
don't know. Get you traveling? Isn't that kind of a big deal? I
Hmm.
mean, I don't know how the airlines and all them are dealing with that, but
Reverb, theater.
Well, yeah, but get you if you take the COVID test, at least you know you had it.
Ooh,
Because you'll register positive or negative. That's a sad that's the sad thing. I feel sorry for people like Gitchy that's dealing with people all the time. You don't know what you're dealing with, especially on an aircraft.
yeah. So get she home now, or she?
Coming. Somebody's at the door. Oh.
Okay, I don't like that sound. I'm getting a lot of. Trying to play with you, trying to figure out what I want for a sound.
Hmm.
6-1 gamma. Is Mia outside? Is he right there?
I can hear Paul talking anyways in the background. I guess that's good. Yeah.
back again.
You back again there, are you?
Yeah, Sarah keeps calling me like every 2 seconds.
Tell you to quit putting the doctor down or what?
I'm not mentioning the doctor again.
Oh, we need to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you want like a brief description, Dominic?
I was just curious.
Okay, so I'll just give you a brief description. Just
Claire.
imagine
Cheers.
probably 5'6", 120 pounds, Middle Eastern look to her.
Oh,
Hmm. Okay, sounds interesting.
Dallas wanted something. Oh. That's a newer ship there, the Mark Barker.
Okay.
Mark,
Oh,
Mark-
same.
W. Barker.
I think I've seen that one before.
I don't know, Gitchy. I just can't really believe any of this new
Hi,
variant
Max.
crap. Because now it's like every sickness is coming out as some kind of new variant.
Yeah,
I think they're just hoping to do another lockdown.
yeah, they just keep throwing all these viruses at us.
Yeah, I don't believe half of that shit. What was that one that they were trying to push there for a minute? They were trying to like gain some traction with it. Was it that monkey fever or the hell was it? It was the one you could only get from
monkeypox.
sexual. Yeah, but it was like on.
Monkeypox,
Yeah, but you had to transmit it
West Nile
sexually.
fever, and there was another one that's throwing at us recently.
Yeah, the monkeypox was the ones I was
Yeah,
thinking of.
I think they were talking about West Nile virus again. I think there was one more that they keep mentioning it. Japanese encephalitis. That was the other one. They just kept throwing at it. As I said, they keep throwing various colds, flus, viruses.
What's up, Max? Yeah, but are they letting you work Gitchy if you're sick on the airlines?
Interesting point.
That's what I'm curious about because
Well, the question I would have for Gitchy, how many of the other crewmates have the same symptoms?
that's what I'm wondering if they're even allowing them to work like that. If they are, then it must not be that big of a issue for them.
Good point, Bill. I think
Us.
I think the understanding behind the test is that if you know you're infectious,
Understand what you got. Yep.
you can know what you've got and then might be able to take remedial action, and secondly, not be able to pass it on.
Right.
That's how I would interpret that.
No, you got to pass it on. It's all about the herd mentality. Infect the entire herd and weed out the weak ones.
Corey,
Justin says if you get it, just pass it on. Just pass it
Yeah.
on.
Sharing is caring. Remember that.
Corey Mano, how you doing, Corey?
Hey, Corey. Hey, Bill. You should have said hi earlier.
no, the Canadians in here tonight at least.
Yep.
Cool with Corey, but JDS needs to go.
Mhm.
I know.
Yeah, Bill, I agree. If you're sick, stay home.
I'd agree with that.
Oh no, Bill, you walk down the produce aisle and you cough on everything.
Yeah.
Oh God. I
Mm.
remember when people got arrested for doing that shit during the height of COVID. You heard
Yeah.
about cases of people walking into grocery stores and they were purposely coughing on everything.
Mm.
Well, you know, that's the thing, Gitchy, is it's not, for some reason, COVID can hop from one person to another, and a person in the middle doesn't get it.
Mm.
So it's like they
Well,
don't know why
but they-
that is.
But see, this is the thing though, is they also say you're the most infected 2 or 3 days before you start showing symptoms. They say once you start showing symptoms, you're already not contagious at that point.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
think about how many people you came into contact if you go by that theory, everybody you
Mhm.
came into contact for 2 or 3 days before you realized you were sick, they all caught it from you. Or some of
Yeah.
them did. Some of them may have, you know, if you're going by that supposed theory on the infectious rate.
Mm.
So there's really no way for you to prevent it if you're going by that theory. Because you're by the
Good
time
point,
you
Mark.
realize you're sick.
Mark makes a good point. Ask for love 'em.
Oh god. Yeah, give them all time off as well. There you
Yeah.
go. Well, I mean, the flu, I mean, that's like, do you even want to get out of bed when you have the flu? I mean,
Mm.
that shit usually kicks you in the ass. So you don't even want to get outside anyway. So,
Yep.
Gitchy's like, oh, the hell you guys talking about? Bunch of nutcases.
Mhm. Yep.
That's what I'm saying is like, if you have the flu,
Hey,
you're
here
not going to
comes
get out of bed any day.
Here comes
Ray.
Raymond.
Simple cold though, people are still going to go out. Like what I had didn't make me want to stay in the bed. I could still get out and go somewhere and still function.
Hello, Dre.
Good
Howdy,
evening.
everyone.
How are you doing today?
Oh, trying to get some things done. There we go. Had to turn the YouTube page off. How's everybody doing?
We're
Yeah.
doing.
We're doing.
Now that we freaked Gitchy out,
Doing?
now she's starting to attack.
Gitchy's got some kind of a bug. She doesn't know what it is, and Justin's got a little bit of a back problem. But
Hmm.
Yeah, we've all got something.
Yeah, I gotta say Justin has got over a cold, now his back hurts.
I've had
Mm.
back issues for a while now, but the other doctor got fired because he was a quack. Like that's literally what the nurse told me. So 2 years ago, I went into the urgent care to get an X-ray done on my back because it hurts really bad when I'm working. And he told me there was nothing wrong with me and just immediately stuck me on opioids.
Mm.
Wow.
And I came back in there after the 90 days because he wrote me a 3 months prescription for Tramadol. I came back in there and I'm like, well, and he's like, or when I went back a week after I got my x-rays and he gave me the pills, he was like, I didn't find anything wrong with your back. I'm just going to give you pain meds and you can just take these. Well, then when I went back after my 3 months was up, they were like, yeah, the nurse told me, she goes, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but we had to fire that doctor because he was just writing scripts for everybody. And we weren't supposed to be writing pain medication out of this office.
Wow.
Mhm.
And they said he
So
wasn't
they get the
doing his
kickback.
job.
And
Well, he wasn't-
it's always amazing how, we question the credentials of a lot of people in other professions, but we never question doctors.
Well, I mean,
Mm.
how do you though? Because it's like you only understand like 10% of what they're actually telling you. I mean, honestly.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. A doctor's supposed to be a doctor, and we don't know if he graduated top of his class or he was 99th out of 100.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
And that's
Birdman
all it
David,
is.
how you doing?
He was a stoner doctor.
Hey,
He
don't
just
worry.
skated through med school.
I'm
good. Good.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of medications. Definitely, if somebody try to give me some opioid, I said, "No, dude, I'll do something else. I'll live in a hot tub. I'd rather spend the money on a hot tub or something, and I'll just live that way."
Yeah. wouldn't mind
I
a hot tub,
explained
I'll tell
that to Dr. Shell, and she said, well, I'm going to go ahead and redo an x-ray on your back, and I'm going to double check everything. She goes, but what we're going to do is we're going to do a mixture of massage therapy,
Mhm.
physical therapy, and like chiropractor stuff.
Right.
Some minor
Yeah, you don't want to be on those, especially no opioids, man. It's just there's just so many different type of narcotics out there you can become addicted to so easily.
Yep.
Well, I don't like taking it anyway because it hurts my fucking stomach.
Yeah, well,
They're
like I said,
like-
I was gonna say next. I was gonna say about, and also the
Hmm.
side effects that comes along with everything out there. It's almost like when
makes
you hear the
makes me
commercials,
sick.
you forget about what it's supposed to cure. You're worried about all the side effects.
Like I said, when they give me pain medication at the hospital, there's a 50-50 chance I'm going to end up in the bed throwing up for half the day.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it doesn't do anything to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes me really, really sick.
Wow.
Where I can't, my stomach is upset for a good half the day or a whole day.
Mm.
All you've got to remember with medication is when they bring it out, it's made to regrow your hair. However, it gives you anal leakage, and then it doesn't give you the hair that you're supposed to. So they rebrand it as a constipation medication.
Well, I thought
It works.
it doesn't grow hair in your head, it get more hair in your ass. So as you got anal leakage, you got more to wipe.
Yep.
A bigger area to wipe. Depends
Yeah,
on how bad the leak is, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. I see Captain Joe's in. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he went back to the doctors again.
Mm-hmm. I just see him in the chat, making a comment. I know you guys said something I think I caught part of the show yesterday, and you guys were talking about you encouraged him to go back to the doctor because he was having some issues.
Yeah.
Well, he was
So I-
hesitant about going back because they told him that he was going to have some issues for a while.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think they quite pinpointed to him what kind of issues. It's like
Mhm.
he was having shortness of breath and couldn't hardly make it back to his car.
What's your two choices? Either there is something still wrong with you, or you
Oh,
go to
there's
the
not.
doctors and they tell you you're fine. But at
Mhm.
least if you go to the doctors and they tell you you're fine, you got some kind of peace of mind, I guess. I'd
Mhm.
rather at least go than not go. The alternative of not going is worse.
Wow.
I mean, just my opinion.
Oh, I can understand that.
The echo is fine, huh? Okay.
Good to see.
Well,
That's good
good.
news, Joe.
Talking about doctors, I ordered
What
my
about-
medication today, and because I'm new with the new doctors, they've looked back at my medication, decided what I should have, and they've given me every tablet that I've been prescribed by different doctors for the last 10 years. When I go to that chemist, that's going to be one hell of a party bag.
So they're giving you all your prescriptions that you've had for the last 10 years and let you figure
Yeah.
it out or what?
Yeah, all the antibiotics, the whole lot.
Well,
It's
you
going to
call
be
it-
a,
You call a
it's going to be a
pharmacist
one hell of a party.
Mm.
You guys call a pharmacist a chemist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Chemist. That's the correct terminology.
It's old school.
No, because a chemist is the one that makes the medication in the laboratory. A
Well,
pharmacist.
that's what I said. That's why it's old school, because in the old days, the
They used to make everything.
pharmacy used to actually make up the drugs at his shop based on what
Yep.
the doctor told him to. Nowadays, everything comes prepackaged. from
Comes in the back of a truck. Yep.
Yeah,
But
there's
they
certain
used to actually
mixtures
make
they
your
s-
medicine.
All they do
at
is
the
count it
pharmacy.
out.
Yeah, all they do is count it
Yeah.
out now. They don't mix nothing up hardly anymore.
No, I think the only thing they mix up is just like cough syrups and stuff still in some pharmacies.
Most of that's already
But I don't
pre-made.
know.
Pre-made.
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
pre-packaged.
I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe that stuff they give you for your colonoscopy might be something they stir up in the pot there in the back.
Mm. Not that again.
Yeah. I'm surprised they're not contacting me because I know I'm due.
No, back when I had pneumonia, they gave me when I went to this was like 5 or 6 years ago. It's been a while. But when I went to the Walmart pharmacy, I actually watched them mix my cough syrup. It was that coating they gave me with the cough syrup,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually pre-mixed it right there.
Broccoli.
They might have some.
But I mean, you're right. You should see they get those big ass bottles, and it's like 10,000 pills in a bottle,
Yeah.
Mm.
and then they just sort them out. They sit
Mhm.
and count them.
Don't even do that over here.
Because if you watch some of the real old movies and stuff, and they show somebody going to the pharmacist or whatever, it came in like a little bindle, paper bindle, and it's all powdery, and that's what your medicine was.
Mm.
Where's Laura today, David?
In the other room, leaving me alone.
Oh,
Mm.
okay, okay. Well, I would want you to have your peace disturbed.
Mm.
Oh, she's disturbed it, all right.
You know how they caught somebody I knew in North Carolina stealing pain meds out of the pharmacy, and she did it for years and they never caught her. Because what they would do was if a pill fell on the floor, no matter what kind of pill it was, they would suck it up with the special shot vac.
Okay.
And it's like, but at the end of the day, the pharmacist would bag it up and then he'd take it out and throw it in the dumpster while they were going out into the dumpster and taking the bags.
Why would you take? Oh, never mind.
I don't know. That's but somebody, me and Sarah knew, she ended up getting fired from and almost got arrested.
Take this painkiller. I know it's blue, but don't worry, it'll do you good.
But she
Straight up,
told
it'll
us-
do you good.
She told us after she got fired, that's how she was getting them out of there. Was because
Because I'm thinking that why would you possibly have controlled substance and you're throwing it in the dumpster, regardless if it's on the floor or not? You're supposed to destroy controlled
well,
substance.
think about it though. This is a backwoods pharmacy, mom and pop operation. And
Well, that should
small
make it
town.
easier. They just got get a 55-gallon barrel and light it on fire.
I don't
Over
know
it.
why,
Burn a
but
regular
that's-
trash out
but
in
that's
the
what
woods
she
like
would
that.
do. Is when
Well,
she
in
would
the
fill-
UK, if you have any medication left over, you take it to the pharmacy and they pop it out the little pill packs into a little canister and no one can get into it. And then a lorry comes along once a week, collects it all up and takes it away for
Right.
destroy.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, even out in the woods, because I remember, growing up, I would say even up until the late 70s, 80s, and I'm sure it still happens in some of the other states, people out in the country and stuff, where they still burn their trash. They don't have a collection system. They actually
Not allowed to
burn
do
their
that, you know.
trash and stuff, and they bury
Can't
it in
even
a hole.
can't have a fire in your own back garden nowadays.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm
But
thinking
yeah.
that why would a pharmacy discard controlled substance in a dumpster?
I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. That's what she told us. That was their
Yeah,
policy.
that's just
But
reckless,
think about it. What she
recklessness
would
on
do
their part. Because
is that-
anybody, I mean, it could have been. I mean, this girl knew the system, so she was dumpster diving to get it. But I'm saying, some kids would have came by, dumpster dive that thing for some cans or whatever, and they got their hands on that kind of crap.
because 2 or 3 times a day she would drop a pill on the floor,
Yeah,
fill in a
Mm.
prescription, and then she'd suck
Mhm.
it up.
But she would know what it is. Well,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I said,
definitely. She
like
was
Dre
doing
said,
the
what
work.
happens if a
that's my
kid
point,
came
David.
along?
She knew the process. She knew what was in there, but anybody
Because-
else could have came by there and got it and not know what it is.
Well, because you got to
Exactly.
remember too, in a pharmacy, wherever the controlled substances are locked up, they'll have like 100 cameras watching it. So there's
Mhm.
no way for you to steal it. Same
Right.
when you're filling prescriptions. Like if you go into the Walmart pharmacy, bro, they got like 1,000 cameras in that little tiny pharmacy, looking at every fucking angle imaginable. So even when
Mm.
you're filling, so that's a way to skirt around the cameras. Oh, I dropped a pill. Let me suck it up in the vacuum.
Yeah.
I mean,
That looks
Dre's
normal.
thinking like a cop.
I get
Well, he
the
is a
suck up
cop.
vacuum part. That's no big deal, but you don't put stuff like that out in a I would say not in a
Unsecured
controlled
way,
area.
man.
The only
Not in a
thing I could-
controlled area.
But this is the only thing I could think of as a reason that they were. I guess
And to me,
not
that's
as-
just stupidity. That's
to
just
me,
stupidity.
I
I mean,
think it really just came down to it was an old ass pharmacy. It was ran mom and pop.
yeah.
Been there for 30, 40 years.
Justin, your audio is low again.
Yeah.
I
You're
think that's just
disappearing.
the way they've done it for forever.
Yeah, and it
It's
very well may
about
be.
Justin, the shrinking man. His audio keeps
But I
going
could
down.
but I could almost bet you that they changed that policy after that happened.
Oh yeah. You know, they probably had mandate that, dude. I'm just like, man, that's just shakes my head. But I've seen other things in my time, and where different parts of the country do things differently because of the environment they live in. That's why I tell people all the time. I said people in other countries do things certain ways because that's their either their culture or their environment, and this is what they do. And I tell people all the time, you can't judge other countries or other people based upon American society and what we do and what we have here.
I still think the British are doing it wrong, but that's just my opinion.
So that means the Australians are doing it right.
Don't get me started on the Aussies.
Chuck's in the chat.
What's up, Chuck?
Yeah, that's just a thing, Just like when they show people, in places like the West Virginia, up in the Appalachians, or going across Kentucky and Tennessee area and stuff. And even folks in the bayou up in Louisiana, you talk about the Cajun folks, that's a whole different aspect of life and culture that we sit there and shake our heads about and say, man, why are they still doing that, or why are they doing that?
Well, they down there in like Louisiana, especially around New Orleans, they still believe in voodoo.
Yeah, that's a cultural thing. Yeah, because like I said, even Captain Joe in the chat, he has a little bit of that Cajun twang in his voice.
Yep.
Not as much as what's his name? Johnny Drone Flyer. He's got even worse.
No, Captain Joe's is thicker than Johnny's. Johnny's I hear Johnny, but Captain Joe, it's I'm waiting him to be like that. What's that one chef that do the commercials for potato chips? I guarantee.
Down here, Popeye's chicken down in Louisiana.
I guarantee.
No, what's is it Wisconsin or Minnesota that has that really weird accent?
Yeah, one of them up there.
Don't you know? I can't.
It's hard. It's like they don't pronounce, some of the vowels or whatever, and some of the words, man. It's just like, whoa, okay.
Not wrong.
That's crazy how many different accents you can get in one country.
Yeah.
Hi to everybody in the chat.
Yeah. Hit the wrong button.
You betcha. Yeah, you betcha.
Bet. Now you just say bet these days.
It's Minnesota.
Minnesota. I think to say Chuck.
Talk about mini sodas. Can you believe one of them Diddy cans of Coca-Cola nowadays is 69 pence, and this is like the 150ml one.
Oh yeah, the really tiny ones. Yeah,
they're made for tonics or something.
yeah. They're either that big or they're really thin but long.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a trend.
They used to be
about a year or two ago. They called themselves trying to help the country reduce their sugar intake, but they were still charging the regular prices, and nobody was buying them.
Here you go. Here's a good Family Guy clip making fun of Minnesota accent.
She's your wife. You should be defending her, not talking trash and gossiping behind her back like some kind of Midwestern teenager.
Did you gals hear about Allie Gallagher? She let Alan Ackerman smack her in the back with his tallywhacker behind the snack shack.
What? Nobody here in Maryland understands a single word you're saying. You should move back to Minnesota.
I can't go back. I Snapchatted Matt Gacarac a Kodak on my ass crack.
Hey, Chuck Kovaction.
Yeah. Chuck.
And Blizzard's here too.
Yeah.
Andrew, yep.
And Mr. Mark White.
Captain Joe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dre, have you heard anything about that screen issue Chuck was talking about the other day? About the pocket
Say it
3?
again. I can barely hear you, Justin.
What the hell?
Yeah, his volume is so low.
Is that better?
Yeah.
That's much
Oh,
better.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you heard anything about that issue with the screen on the Pocket 3 that Chuck was talking about? Have you heard anything else about that or no?
No, I haven't seen anything about it at all. I took mine out what day I flew? Sunday. Yeah, yesterday. And I had it out in the field with me while I was flying, and it worked great. So I don't know what issue they're referring to.
He was talking about something with the way I guess the mechanism that flips the screen. They said there's reported issues with it already breaking.
Well, you know what that is, Justin? The screen only turns one direction. And I guarantee you, those who are talking about the issue, try to flip it the other way, and they'll probably end up breaking it.
That's true.
They jam it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it only flips in one direction.
And it isn't a complete rotation.
No, it's not a complete 360 rotation. I guarantee somebody trying to be slick in a hurry said, "Why won't it go?" You know, they shouldn't. Don't think, "Oh, I got to click it the other way," and they probably pushed it too hard and broke it.
Ass cracks and Snapchat.
I can't say that, Mark, because mine got blown over yesterday because I had it on a tripod. I mean, a large one, like a 4-foot high tripod. I'm out there in the wind, and I ended up putting rocks around the base of the tripod to make sure it didn't blow over again, because it did fall over, and got up, picked it up, no problems at all.
See, that's a point where you're talking about wind. Mark or White, how windy is it where you are?
Where is Mark at?
He's in Manchester up north. But the reason I ask is because the Met Office give the north of England a weather warning for really strong winds.
High winds, huh?
Right?
I was watching this morning.
We've had them.
And there was really high winds there at Heathrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He seems to have hit down south instead of up north.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yesterday I was out doing my mapping for this site, and the winds were gusting around 30 miles per hour. At takeoff point, they were blowing around 9, and then at 400 feet, they were blowing around consistently 25 miles per hour. Whole flight. And I was getting a warning on the controller about caution, high wind velocity, all this kind of stuff.
All right, I gotta jump off here. I gotta go make some dinner.
Yeah,
Hey,
see y'all later.
I'm behind you.
We'll see ya.
All right, y'all have a good night. I'll see you later.
Bye.
So like I say, so mine took a tumble already into the dirt, picked it up, everything worked fine with it the rest of the day.
Are you liking the camera?
I do, because I say, if you watch the video I just put out yesterday, you can really see the difference. As I brought the FIMI Palm 2 Pro out, and had them both, I filmed them both in 60 frames per second, and you can really see the difference of the quality with the Pocket 3 versus the FIMI. And yeah, it's a step up. It is definitely a step up. Is it worth the? I would say you can buy a FIMI 2 Pro for about just under $300, if not cheaper nowadays, because it's 2 or 3 years old now. Is it worth a $200-300 upgrade? Maybe not.
Depends on what you're doing, right?
Yeah, depends on what you're doing. But for me, the reason why I got it was because of the fact that there were some features like the tracking, in which I did the active tracking when I was out there. And being out in the field, you can't be staged, you can't stage everything because
Nope.
you're out there working pretty much. So if I move to, go to the right, go to the left, all this kind of stuff, I don't want to be concerned about, I got to stop or limit what I'm doing because then I'm disrupting the job.
Right.
So it depends on what you're doing. And like I said, I didn't buy it for the D-Log stuff. Like a lot of people want to get it for the D-Log so they can color grade it later. I said, no, all the stuff I shot yesterday on both cameras, straight out the camera on the SD card, I put into my editor, edited, boom, no color grade, nothing. What you see is what that camera shot. Simple as that. The Pocket 3 does I like that near field view where it gives you that, you're clear in the picture and it softens everything behind you a little bit. So it gives you that near field look, which is nice. And so it makes it look a little cinematic. But other than that, I was content with my my Fimi Palm cameras. So like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that I had some extra cash laying around, I may not have bought it. But I mean, it's a nice addition. And everything.
It's one of those things that's nice to have, but you could live without it, right?
Right. It's my thing is not a go-to thing. Because like I tell other people, I said I'll still use those Fimi Palms I have because I had two of those. So I always bring those two out with me and I put them on those stands so I get shots from different directions. So like I said, I can keep moving. So now with the better active track following that this Pocket 3 has, I can have that one on active track, have the other ones, one in my hand if I need to take one in my hand, and have another one posted up somewhere. Like a lot of times when I'm putting drone together in the back of my car, I put it on time lapse. And I'll just have it sitting right there, and then you show me putting the props on or checking the props, putting the battery in, all that real quick, boom. And I don't have to move no other cameras because I got cameras staged in different positions where I know I'm going to be at. So I also say for me, it's having multiple cameras out there and not just one, because that would never work. Because then you are staging everything.
Okay, well, my turn to drop out, so I'll see you guys
Dominic,
later.
where are you headed?
Dominic.
I've got a couple of things to do at my brother's. Pick up a bit of lunch and a few other
Good seeing you,
issues that
Dominic.
No worries. Good night, all.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So that's why I was hoping Chuck was going to come on since he said he was home, because I know he's had his for a couple of weeks now. And just wanted to compare some things that maybe he's experienced compared to what I only have mine a few days. So, well, maybe
Yeah,
he'll
come in.
pop in.
So, in America, it's Transgender Awareness Week. Apparently.
Whatever. I'm not even going to comment on that. I could swear. No, I'm just saying, I could have swore they had a whole month back in June.
Oh, that was Gay Pride Month.
Aren't they part of that group?
No, they gays don't want them in that group. They've been booted out. Well, they have over here anyway.
When you said that, it reminds me, I was watching, I think it's the Dave Chappelle special, The Closer, I think is the last one he did. And he talks about all the different groups and stuff, and he points them out how you got the gays and the Qs and the Ts and all this kind of stuff. And he's just talking about each one of them have certain attitudes against the other ones.
It is AZ.
Yeah. So yeah. That's why I said that, I know they had Guy Pride Month. I think it was mid-June through almost mid-July or something. And I'm like,
yeah, we have Gay Pride Month, transgender is normally in that, but this is Transgender Awareness Week because we all need to be aware of them. I mean, Can't they just get on with their own lives and just leave it alone?
Mm, mm, mm. Oh well. All I
So
said is
join me next week for the Straight Pride Week. Being proud to have a woman.
AZ says, is that why Justin left early?
Yeah, he's got to do his birth a bit.
Mm, 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 mm. Oh boy. You guys got off kind of early this morning, Mr. Murray.
Hmm.
I tried to bounce in this morning. I'm like, I said, it's only like barely 7 o'clock and you guys were done.
Wow.
You must be talking on the phone.
Anybody see that link that Daisy put in there about a short there? But that's something about DJI Pocket doing the screen is flipping around or something.
Oh, that's what we were just talking about when you're out getting snacks.
No.
About people are complaining about the screen, and I was telling them the most obvious issue is probably they're flipping the screen in the opposite direction, breaking it. Because that if you're not paying attention, it's easy to do, especially when
because it has a stop on it.
Yeah, and you push on it too hard.
It's just two position, right? Down and up.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's a 90-degree turn. It only goes one direction. So like I said, if you go the opposite direction, I can see why somebody could damage it. But I'm gonna look at this short that he put up so I can know exactly what they're talking about. Let me see here. Let me mute myself.
Have you seen what's happened in the UK? David Cameron has returned. He's not even an MP. He's not elected by anyone, and he's now working in government.
Well, how come they got rid of your the lady that was in charge of?
It might be the fact that last week she said that the homeless in tents should have the tents taken off them because being homeless is a lifestyle choice. And then she was on about the pro-Palestinian marches that was going to affect the Senatov, even though it was over 1.5 miles away. So she did a call to the far-right groups to protect the Senatov, and they turned up and ended up trashing it themselves. So It was a case of get the hell out. Let's be honest here. UK politics is screwed.
Well, I think politics in general all over the world is screwed.
I mean, the fact that now you can actually hold a high position in office without being voted in. It's just ridiculous.
Okay. Sorry, I was watching this video that AZ put in. Now, AZ, the guy didn't really say what the issue was. He just said there is an issue. So I can't confirm, deny, or whatever that issue may be.
So that link that AZ put in there was an issue with the camera?
No, it's just they talk about the screen, but he doesn't show what's the screen doing or whatever. He's just saying that he's seen a thread on somebody's account with DJI, and DJI saying, yes, we have been aware of this issue and we're working on it. But it doesn't
good evening, Laura.
What's going on.
Oh, God.
Little Llama Laura's here. She didn't want you to be left alone, David.
Oh, there goes his piece.
Yeah.
I noticed she didn't say hi to David.
Yeah, she's part
hi,
of the
Paul and Dre, but no, nothing.
Laura's part of the DTP crew.
I'm not there.
Disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll have to do some more searching around and see if anybody displays or shows what the actual issue is with the screen. So I might be aware of it. Like I said, I had mine out for at least 2 hours yesterday while I was out flying, and it worked flawlessly.
Well, don't break it to prove a point.
Oh, that's me. That's just me right there. I don't only use my cameras when I'm specifically out doing work and stuff, and I always have them on some type of either mini tripod or the 4-foot stands I have that they screw mount into.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me. You know, it's gonna be always. That's what my whole thing was. I need to make sure that I can secure my gear somewhere so it doesn't accidentally fall off a car or fall off the curb or fall off something and then it gets damaged.
Right. Do you all want to know why I hate being called Dave? This is why. This guy.
This man has done more for the environment than anybody else. He's looked after his own pocket.
He's got nice hair.
Still refer to him as Dodgy Dave.
Dodgy Dave.
Yeah. That dude could be out there big pimping with that hairstyle, man, for his age.
Where's that last? Oh, there you go. Couldn't get my zoom back. Yeah, he actually got kicked out of Parliament for that.
Well, shall we take a look at what Laura posted?
Now,
Yeah, watch it.
Are you watching it, Paul?
Yeah, nothing that scary, but I'm not listening to it though.
Not into it? Okay.
I know I'm not listening to the music.
I'm with Paul Hodges here. I'm not into it either.
Not into it.
All that typing, none of it came out.
But that was quick. Oh, there's no sound. Why can't she be that silent at home?
Does she get any? Did she? How does she do on the watches? Does she get a lot of watches?
It varies. Some get like 3K. Some only get a couple of hundred. Some only get 20.
Okay.
It's just random. But yeah, she does get quite a lot on some of them. I think she's got one at 6K, I think.
Really?
Laura, what's your highest views? $24.984. So just short of 25K.
That's good.
Captain Joe says no sound makes it better.
I guess Chuck got off or somewhere. He's on his way to go pick up Lori because he didn't respond to my message.
Where was he headed?
I'm just thinking he didn't respond to my message, so he might have gotten off. Because I know sometimes he goes back and picks up Lori from work when he gets home early.
Yeah, I don't know. Or they could have gone shopping.
I wanted him to get on the panel so he can maybe enlighten me about this screen issue because I have not heard about it. And like I said, that clip that AZ put in this show that DJI sent a message that we are aware. I'm like, aware of what?
But I think when that on Drone and On or something, guys, you know, the ones that do all the updates on DJI stuff.
Well, yeah, that's the clip AZ put in, but he just talks about the chatter of people saying there's an issue, but they're not saying what is the issue.
Yeah.
Oh, he was basically saying that DJI is aware of it and they're working on it. I'm like, okay, what? You know.
Yeah, what are you working on?
Yeah, what are you working on? What should I be aware of? You know? Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that, you know, some of the guys that are more technical will
Well, I just want to be informed of what's going on in case something does happen. At least I'd be aware of it, so I know what to look for.
Well, you have Care Refresh, don't you?
Yeah, I've never used Care Refresh on any drones I've had. Because by the time something happens to them, it's expired.
Yeah, Mark, I think that they're back home now.
Yeah.
I think they arrived back home yesterday. AZ posted something else. What did he post this time?
I said maybe they'll discuss it on Ron Brown's channel tonight or something. Because I know he's had it for a couple of days now, about a week.
It said DJI Pocket 3 best feature is the biggest problem. It's on Drone and On. He got it right now. He just put out 2 days ago.
Anyway, this video is not really great news because the Pocket 3 arrived from DJI just a few weeks ago and already a significant mechanical issue seems to be present. The Pocket 3 is an impressive little device with its big 1-inch camera sensor and a ton of other incredible features, including its impressive swivel screen, which means you can even swivel the screen around and the device turns on and starts recording immediately for you. It also gives you full aspect ratio in portrait and landscape mode. But this impressive mechanical swiveling screen is now the big problem. Users of Facebook groups are posting videos and photos showing the screen stuck in a partially rotated position, unable to lock it closed or open, and that unfortunately renders the device completely unusable. The screen seems to use a very clever magnetic attachment system, and it seems to be the magnets that lock the screen into the desired position which are going wrong. Some have tested gently pulling the screen towards them, and it does actually unclip from this magnet mechanism. By doing so, you expose a very small wire loom behind the screen. However, do this with extreme caution, if at all. There's nothing really to benefit from this, there's no fix known at this time, and you may also invalidate your warranty, so don't do it. The concern here is that it's very unlikely that this can be fixed via a firmware update, because if it's magnets, then they're physical, it's hardware, it's mechanical, and a firmware software update is very unlikely to be able to solve this, unless the magnetic system is electromagnet and it's controlled by electronics and software. Consumers are reporting this issue en masse to DJI at this time, so hopefully we will hear more soon. Also, DJI provide a nice long warranty, so if you do have a device that's affected, raise a ticket with DJI support right now and get your device swapped out. If on the other hand you've not purchased it yet, consider cancelling that order until...
Cancel the order was his advice. If you've got it on order.
Right.
Until they figure it out. Well, but you notice they said it's a massive problem. Nobody's giving you real numbers, like how many people have reported it. You know, how many thousands they've sold. But you know, that was interesting that the camera didn't lock, it just kind of like flopped back and forth.
Right.
So imagine this, guys. You're sat there and your Ring doorbell goes off. And this is at your door. This is in Kent, in the UK. We don't have these normally running around the streets.
What is
that
it?
an emu?
It's an emu, but
Yeah, emu?
it keeps pressing the Ring doorbell trying to get an answer.
I said, you guys have the nationwide insurance over there?
Yeah, we do.
We
Click
have
the
an
bottom.
emu.
Click the box.
Emu
box
is the
at bottom,
sidekick of the
David,
insurance
if you wanna
guy.
Share it because that'll go full screen.
Yeah, it's because I've got one of them massive screens. So for me, it goes boing. But yeah, it's the emu escaped from a local zoo type place and went to someone's house and started ringing the doorbell and wouldn't give up until somebody came to it.
Oh, wow.
Well, the question I would have is when they got to the door, what did the emu do?
He probably ran.
No,
Either ran-
apparently the
Ding dong dash.
yeah, because the homeowner just could sit on camera. He didn't bother answering the door. He just called people in to come and get it.
Oh,
Well, you can imagine on your Ring doorbell, there's an emu at the door.
I know there was a guy they had on yesterday or something, but the dog got out of the yard, went around the front door, and kept hitting the Ring doorbell to get back in.
wow.
Yeah.
Like, hey, right?
Yep.
Well, Paul, it's kind of dull here tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off anyways, Paul. I think so. Might stretch out for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all feathered animals have different personalities.
Yeah.
Don't they, Rio?
Dre's about getting ready to head home, right?
Yeah, be heading out here in about 20 minutes.
Yep.
Well, I suppose if you're going to end it, I'll have to go and talk to Laura.
Yeah, go spend some time with Laura.
Yeah, so she'll stop making videos.
She actually makes them while she's with me. I'm on the bus and I turn around and she's there with a camera in her face going. It's like, the hell.
Well, she's doing it about herself, not you, Dave.
Yeah.
Well, she had perfect opportunity. Yeah. Yesterday, day before, I had a seizure on the bus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not one person on the bus flinched. No one came to my rescue or anything. They just carried on, regardless.
Wow.
Luckily, I had Laura with me.
Stop by in the morning, check on if you guys are still on.
Yep. Okay. Dre, thanks for stopping in.
No, anytime. Appreciate
And
it.
Paul?
Yeah.
Get some rest, buddy.
Yeah, I'm tired, so kind of whipped right now. So
she worn you out, has she?
Yeah, she has. She wore me right out. Yep.
Oh boy. Okay.
Boy.
That's another story.
And on that note, goodbye, everybody.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again next time. Gitchy, hope you're feeling better.